What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here. As always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody had a great Easter and things. This is it, guys. Tomorrow is Monday. This is draft week. I have to say that, I feel a certain kind of way because we're not actually going to the draft. And some people could say that maybe it's a waste of time to go to the draft. It's hard to keep up with everything that's going on because of, it's crap. I've been to New York, I've been to Chicago, I've been to Philly, I've been to Dallas, I've been to Kansas City, and I've been to Detroit for drafts. And, they're incredible. It's amazing because the very first draft that I went to was the last one that they had at Radio City Music Hall. And Travis Frederick, the Cowboys traded back with San Francisco, and they drafted Travis Frederick. And at the time, people laughed at the Cowboys and said, oh my God, they drafted the center in the first round. How stupid it was. And it ended up being a great pick. But the amazing thing about that draft was they only had 500 seats in Radio Music Hall for fans. That's it. That was before there was the whole draft village and NFL experience. It wasn't a major event. Each team literally had a table at the draft. And now it is a major production. I think there was 150,000 people in Philadelphia the first night. I know Kansas City, literally you had the World War I Museum, and then I guess it's the train station is where the stage was. And it was literally packed with people there. It's just unbelievable how many people go. Detroit, oh man, Detroit was packed. I think Detroit broke records. Now, I'm not sure about how it'll be in Green Bay. Green Bay is not used to hosting major events where you're talking about a couple 100,000 people coming to town, which is hence why we're not going, because it's literally priced out of the range for hotel space. There isn't enough hotels there in Green Bay for the event, but it'll be what it's going to be, and this year we'll be doing it from home. My hope is that this is a great draft for the Cowboys. I think they've done their homework. I think they've worked with the coaches. I think the scouts have been working together. You come up with a game plan. I think they've actually done a decent job in free agency. And, we keep getting told that they're not done yet, that they're going to try to put the best team possible in the field. The thing that's driving me crazy is how everybody automatically pretends that they know exactly what's going to happen next year. What's crazy is when you think about the year before that we were 12-5 in the playoffs, disappointed, and then our season goes downhill. Cleveland Browns in the playoffs, wild card losers, in the ground. Miami Dolphins, playoff team, in the dirt. San Francisco 49ers, in the Super Bowl, in the dirt the next year. It's a crazy thing about football. I don't know that too many people thought that San Francisco would miss the playoffs. I really don't think that. I don't think Jerry Jones thought the Dallas Cowboys were going to miss the playoffs. But the silver lining to this is when the team has been down, like after the 2015 season, we got Dak, we got Zeke. Sometimes you have to be bad to get good. Cowboys, sky's the limit here in the draft. They're close enough that if they decide they want to trade up, it might not cost them as much as it would had they been a better team. If they want to move back, they're up high enough that they can still get major compensation for it. They have extra draft picks, late rounds, because of being comp picks that are tradable, that it may be you're trading for players that are starters. They're actually in a good spot. I wish we had our 4th round pick, but we don't have that. It's a possibility we might be able to get a little bit more. This draft, more than anything else, is kind of crazy because nobody has traded in the 1st round. Typically by now there's been at least 1 or 2, 3 trades where people are jockeying for positions. This draft is going to be crazy because nobody knows what's what and who's who. So we'll start knowing in a couple of days, and I can't wait to get back, get the man cave together, and follow the draft. You know, I was doing my live stream today, and when they got finished, it's a Zoom call, and we had Derek J and Chris Main were on after I stopped the stream and talking to them about YouTube. And see, it's funny how I started watching a couple months ago. YouTube goes through all these crazy cycles. I've been here long enough that it's insane that I've been here 9 years. My God. 9 years of doing this regular. But I've seen a lot of things that have happened. And it's funny because I was watching Dodash and I could see what was going to happen. You know, she'd been doing YouTube for a long time, putting out content where she's a delivery, a door dasher and things like that. And all of a sudden, she had the one. And every YouTuber will tell you they have one video that just is like their breakout video. And what happens with that is you get this euphoria. It's almost like a drug where you think, I have now made it. You're getting all kinds of views. You're getting subscribers galore. And it's making no rhyme or reason. And you're just seeing those numbers. And you literally get high on that hit. And you get this feeling that I've arrived. I've figured it all out. I'm on Easy Street on YouTube. That's your opportunity. Here's the thing. When that happens, that's your opportunity to get attention and to continue the momentum. See, here's the thing. You'll get that one video that opens the door. Now that the door's open, you have to have something inside of that door that makes people want to come back. And herein lies the problem. I was watching Dodash, and she got the door open, and she didn't have the substance behind it. And people think, you start saying, oh, well, I had that one, and it went and took off, and oh, now everybody's going to love me. And that's not the case with YouTube. YouTube has a way of bitch slapping you back to reality. And you'll go through and you'll do the same things you were doing before, but now all of a sudden, it's just not there. Thing is, you're better off in YouTube being consistent day after day, week after week, putting out the content and being you. That's the real secret. The thing people don't understand is YouTube is a lot of work. It's a lot of time. As Derek was saying, he's like, between my regular job and YouTube, I put in 80 hours a week. And there's so many out there, YouTubers, that are fake, that want you to believe that they're rich and they're on easy street. You know, out in California, you can rent these super luxury cars by the hour, the Lamborghinis and things like that. You can rent houses by the hour to shoot videos in. So you're seeing videos of, and people will buy merchandise, high-end stuff, shoot a video, and take that stuff back to give you the illusion that they're rich and have it made and so on. When reality is, they're struggling. So be careful out there what you digest and what you believe, because a lot of the stuff that's out here is really fake. And if I were telling somebody to start a YouTube channel, be real, be you, and do something that you really and truly love doing. That's what you need to talk about. It's what I've always talked about. Talked about my Cowboys, my love-hate relationship. Talked about my family, my relationships, and things I enjoy doing, like this building. I'm not going to say I'm successful at this, but I've done okay with it. And I appreciate all of you guys that watch. We have gone through a lot of ups and downs together, and I wouldn't change a thing. Remember, good people, tell the people you love how much you love them. Life is too short not to let them know. And I love you guys. Peace out.